think it doesn't really matter if you have the armband on your arm. To be honest, for me, if you're a captain, you're a captain. If you're a leader, you're a leader, regardless of the band on your arm. We know Harry's one of our leaders, and he's been one of our leaders for a very, very long time. We see as the armband at England, and he's the official captain. But in terms of this place, he's always felt like a captain, along with Hugo and along with a couple of other players as well. And I think it's important for Harry to feel that, because I think his performances this season have been of a standard that I'm not sure he's reached yet. I think they've been incredible. Not just the goals, but the overall performances throughout the season have just been remarkable for this football club. But then also I'm happy that I see him speak out the other day on things that he wants to be in place going forward for this football club, because it's important that our best players drive and push for certain things. So yeah, we feel good about Harry.
He's kind of what you were saying then. He's speaking a bit like the captain of the future. I know you were saying that it doesn't actually matter if he has the armband or not, but he does. If Hugo were to leave, well, it's hypothetical, but he is sounding like he could be the next one. Given the uncertainty over his own personal situation, would you still back him to be that captain in the future, given how much it clearly needs to?
I've remained pretty consistent throughout these last couple of weeks, and I probably always would be, that I really don't see the positives in looking to next season or the following seasons, because ultimately you need to get results now. You need to create a certain feeling now. That's the most important thing. We know Harry's one of our captains. He's one of our leaders. We have others. And hopefully Hugo can contribute like he's been contributing for the last 2 or 3 weeks with me in charge as well, because we need him. I've said he's important. He's still important. He's injured, yes, but he's got such an important role for this football club towards the end of the season, and we need everyone.
Harry has done quite a lot of media stuff recently, and as a player, you don't have to do all this stuff if you don't want to. And a lot of fans are getting excited that this could be a hint that he will stay, or he'll stay for the next season. Can you understand why fans might be getting excited around that? He's been speaking so much in such an authoritative way, in the way that he seems to care about.
Oh, it's good. Like I say, I back him. I think what he's said is right. And that's one thing I think you probably can speak about the future in terms of creating a culture, standards, and environment that's right for the football club. Fans should be excited about Harry Kane. They should be excited to come and watch him play now, because honestly, I say it all the time, we've got a special player with us, and we need to appreciate him, because he's a top player. And our focus, I'll say it again, is until the end of the season. I'd be very, very naive, and I don't think I'm in a position to really start commenting on pre-season and next season, because obviously that's an area that is probably a little bit uncertain at the moment in terms of the managerial position.
How has Eric responded this week after his match?
Yeah, he's a professional, and he's responded how I expected him to respond, and how I would expect any one of the squad players to respond in a professional manner, and understand that sometimes you have to make difficult decisions for the team. And like I say, he come on and he contributed to the 3 points. He had an important role in a couple of set pieces, and he was ready to help the team. So as I expected.
Reading back through when you were first here, because I was in Coventry at the time, it seems like from a few unfair people, they perhaps a little bit of criticism your way that you were picking players that you knew particularly well. Does Eric being put on the bench last week completely dispel that myth that you pick players completely on them?
No, I think that's an absolute myth. I've never heard that, but if you're saying that, then it's not true. My job is to pick a team that I feel is best capable of winning a football match. So it's not a case of having friends, and that was clear 2 years ago, and that's clear now. I'm in a position where I need to do a job to the best of our abilities with my coaching team, and we're professionals. We're professionals in this building, so every decision we make is at the best interest of the team and the football club.
Ryan, with that in mind, do you
And of course, football can change very, very quickly. But it's important that you stay consistent in what you are and who you are. And I think when you do that, we see in the Premier League now that there's so many teams working in a good way that it's difficult. It's tough to always arrive at the top and competing at the top all the time. Maybe there's one team that have done it consistently in the last sort of 5 or 6 years, one or two teams, shall I say. But it's important that we understand that, we need to work, we need to believe, we need to stay consistent and be who we want to be and stick to who we want to be. And then football can change so quickly. No, listen, I'm part of this football club now, and it's my responsibility to transfer a certain energy and create a certain culture in this time. Listen, I don't think it's as bad as everyone's thinking and as everyone's saying it is. Absolutely not. We're a strong football club. We're a big football club with big players, with top players. We have a lot to be successful and a lot to be excited about. So I'm not doom and gloom. Definitely not. I'm optimistic about this club. I believe in the group. I believe in the club. I believe that there's many people here that want to make it right and want to put it right and be good. Obviously, it's been a difficult season for us. It has been quite up and down. I think some of it's probably been it's come from within at times, which probably shouldn't happen. But listen, we're not in a bad position as some people might think. We're in a good position, and hopefully we can kick on and be successful. Yeah, I think when we talk about respect, I think respect is earned, and everyone needs to earn everyone's respect in every moment. That's not just me. That's not because I played with a group of some of the players I played with them, and they naturally respect me. That's not the case. I earn my respect, and I expect everyone in these walls to respect each other and be working together for the football club. That is the most important thing of any football club, that every member of staff is valued, because there's so many people here that put a lot of hours and a lot of energy into Tottenham Hotspur, and they need to feel part of something. And certainly that's the best situation for the club. I've always said that I'm ready. I'm ready for this moment. I feel like I can help the club. That's my general feeling, and I'll stay true to that. That's been my feeling ever since the club trusted me to take on this responsibility. Obviously, you mentioned Eddie Howe, who's an incredible manager. He's an inspiration. I think one probably not speaking about a great deal as well is Gary O'Neill. The job that he's done, gone under the radar a little bit, but a young English manager in his first job. I think if you take 3 or 4 managers out the top of the table in terms of the overall season, he's probably done one of the best jobs this season. So hats off to him. He's someone also that inspires me because he's young, it's his first job, and he's done incredibly well. So listen, anyone sitting in this type of position will believe and have full faith that they can have a positive impact.
Thanks, Darren. Finish with George, please.
Hi, Ryan. Just sort of going back to that 21 spell, when you come in there, was you also trying to change the kind of culture and the environment there?
Probably. Yeah.
But maybe was it not as a, it was more of a subconscious thing back then, whereas now you're kind of, that's one of your main, it feels like it's one of your main focuses as well as obviously results.
The results is the main focus, but I understand that results come off the back of a lot of other things that contribute to that. Probably what we didn't have 2 years ago was fans in the stadium, which can sometimes change the feeling, change the energy at times. But no, I'll say it again that it's important that any football club is consistent in what they are, how they operate, how they work, and that's my general feeling.
Yeah, I just wondered if maybe sort of 21 you felt like you put things in place in terms of the culture and then maybe that was lost or you...
Yeah, I think so for me, and probably in a very, very similar position now. I know in 21, when that final game at Leicester was finished, I knew everyone inside of these walls knew how we worked, knew who we were and what we stood for. And I think any coaching team, that's probably one of the most important things, to have an identity and know who you are. And I'm sure in 2.5 weeks' time, our last game away at Ellen Road, regardless of what happens, results on the pitch, everyone inside of here and hopefully the fans, our fans, understand who we are and what we are as a coaching team and where we feel like in this moment in time Tottenham should be.
And just to sort of follow on Harry again, it's kind of a similar situation to 2 years ago, I guess, a little bit uncertain about the future, speculation. Does anything feel different with him now compared to it did 2 years ago?
No, he's just scored a lot more goals and he's a better player. Honestly, I was having the same questions 2 years ago and similar answers, that Harry just keeps turning up, putting in top performances and scoring goals. And yeah, we see a more mature and a better Harry Kane now than what we see 2 years ago.
And from your own point of view, do you expect to be at Spurs next season?
I'm not sure. In football, it's hard to predict what will happen. We don't know what will happen. We really don't. But what I do know is that the last 2.5 weeks and the next 2.5 weeks, me and my coaching team will be doing all we can to do a good job for this football club.
And just with Unai Emery, you spoke globally about him and his CV speaks for itself, doesn't it? So Aston Villa have kind of been a group of teams, Brighton as well, I guess Brentford, and both their managers of Brentford and Brighton, Thomas Frank, Roberto Deserbi, have been linked with the Spurs job. Unai Emery hasn't. Is that because of that Arsenal link that you just feel, because he's managed Arsenal, that would stop him from ever potentially being a Tottenham manager in the future?
No, it's not my job to sit here and talk about speculation for managers next season. I'm in a position now where it's my responsibility now, and it's my full responsibility to focus on the team. So what happens in the summer will happen. I'm not going to waste any energy thinking or sort of commenting and speaking about speculation. Sorry.
Yeah, I understand. Just sort of wondered, as a player compared to a manager, does it change that kind of club loyalty? I'm sure as a player you never felt like you would play for Arsenal because of your affection to Spurs. Does that change when you become a manager? Do you have to look at it as a job?
I'm not sure. I've never been in that situation, so very, very difficult for me to really answer that one.
Okay, thanks guys. Thank you.
Cheers.